Hey there, Jod Santo here. In this short video, I am going to show you a awesome little hack about arranging your register columns over different accounts easily, and then also just talk a little bit about the register columns in general. Okay, I'll see you in the video. So this is the little hack that, it's not a hack actually, it's just a feature that it's hard to know is there, but it's very handy. So this is your account register here, and in it you can see I have certain columns. However, you can turn different columns on and off over here. A lot of people don't know that this little button is here to do that. Now, a couple things here. Quicken allows you to do a payment and a deposit, so you can see the positive or negative number, or money coming in the account, money going out the account, or you can do the amount instead, right? So if I made this $100, right? So this is a payment, this is money going out. It shows this as a negative. Make another transaction for $200 here, shows this as a positive. So if you like to see debits and credits separately, you would have on payment and deposit. You don't need amount. You probably want the balance though. But if you just want to have one column with deposits and payments, aka debits or credit, into one column and show positive or negative numbers, you can do it that way. So that's something to know. Other thing to know here is that, well, you're not going to see it here. Let me see. I have to have a connected account for that. While you don't see it in this list here, when you have a connected account, you're going to see something called download payee. That column shows you the bank data that gets downloaded when you download the transaction. That bank data is what Quicken uses to auto-categorize things and make decisions about, either based on its own database of information or rules you give it. And sometimes it's important to be able to see that, so you could turn that on. Hey, quick interruption. If you want to master your personal finances and take them to the next level, check out my course, Personal Finance Mastery, at the link below. Thanks. Back to the video. Other things to know is you can turn tags or memos on and off and create more space. And then another little thing here is you can use one line display here or two line display. I like two line because I can see more without having to scroll to the right. So anyway, you can turn things on and off here, as you can see, and just add columns. Now here's the final cool trick. There's a little button down here that says make all two-line savings registers like this. So if you don't want to go through all your accounts and have to set them up using the column thing, you can do this and it will apply this column setup to that. Now, I will say, if you notice that it said apply this to all savings accounts, it was being serious. It's going to apply to all savings accounts. So you do have to then, for your checking accounts, go set it up, and then you can make all two-line checking accounts like that. And then the same would be true for credit cards, because the checking and savings credit cards registers are slightly different, and they have slightly different options. I mean, mostly the same, but a couple variables. So you got to set it up for each account type. But it does save you a lot of time if you're trying to dial this in and get it the way you like. So there's some info about the register columns, how to set them up, and how to quickly apply your setup to other accounts. And this option specifically, all this info here is specifically to Quicken Classic Windows. When you're in the Mac, FYI, the way you would change your columns is to right-click on the register top bar, and then you'll get something like this where you can choose things. I don't know if this little special feature is in the Mac, though. I don't think it is. All right, thanks so much. See you in the next video.